Alright, how about another update on the green machine? Um, Playing with the probe a little bit. Got a TP1S Renishaw from an auction, and thought I'd use that as a probe on this little thing. Seems to work okay. I'm actually, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I want to make the probe collinear, coaxial, with the spindle, and this combination, it's got like a 3/8 shank on it. This is a 3/8 holder. It's not perfectly coaxial. Actually, in the X direction, well, one direction it's off by 0.003. The other direction it's right on. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I might make my own holder for this, so I know it's coaxial. Because I think I can do it all in one setup. I can machine the shank and bore the hole for the probe all in one setup. Because the measurement that I've been making sure, like, this is Tormach style tooling. I actually stuck a 3/4 shank tool up in there and in the Tormach collet and tighten it down, and I get maybe 1/4 thousandths, maybe out around. And I measured a few of the other tooling too, and it seems to measure pretty close to right on. So, I mean, like, as far as I can see. So, I don't know what the deal is with this yet, and I haven't really had a chance to really look at it. So, but so far it's working nice. I want to get a different tip for it. That tip is dinky. But it looks like you can get them off eBay for not too much money. And I'm still using my laptop. I don't know what I'm going to use for a computer yet. This is what I use for testing, and it works pretty good. I got the electrical box almost straightened out. I finally got my 24 and 5 volt power supply. That's the one sitting right here. That's running the Stumble drive and the Mesa card. And so the only thing I have to do yet is put a network plug somewhere on this so I can plug a computer into it. Right now, that's the network cable that hooks into my computer. It's the last thing that needs to be figured out anyway. I mean, I still have to mount some stuff and dress it up. Like, that power supply needs to be mounted somewhere. But I just wanted to see and make sure it worked. And there's got to be some wiring dress up, obviously. Although I don't get too crazy with it usually. So, but a few other things. I took this pulley assembly off to balance it, because I had put this gear on here for a spindle encoder, and I'm pretty happy with it now. It had a bit of a vibration, and you can see these are my holes I drilled, and these were the holes that were there. So I almost negated what they did, but now this assembly seems to be really nice. But now you grab a hold of the spindle motor and it's vibrating like you wouldn't believe. So either that pulley was never balanced, the pulley in here, or maybe this assembly isn't balanced. I don't know yet. I haven't had a chance to take it off and take a look. So, but overall, so far, I mean, I'm getting there. And I don't work on this too often. It's mainly when I just want to veg out, I'll work on this a little here and there. So I got the probe plugged in. I got to dress up that too, mainly just to see if it would work. And what I'm probably going to do is just pull this out and drape it up here out of the way, or make a clip to clip it. I don't know yet. But so far, this probe goes back to the lead shine drive. I had an extra input there, so but I could probe this, and this is what I was using for testing, was this, I think it's a die bushing, not sure actually. So I'm probing the inside of the bushing. And you can see X and Y is still 0, so that's good. And then it gives you the diameter. This is just a CAN probing routine that I stole from, I think, one of the developers. It works well. There's like, I use like top, bottom, left, right, outside square, inside hole, G-code programs, and that usually gets me by for most of the stuff I want to do. So far so good. No surprises. I still have to make a tin cover that's going to cover this and over into this area, kind of like a Tormach. I think that's what they do. It'll be like, it'll cover the switch and cover the ball screw area there. So, trying to think if there was anything else. I mean, other than the last video where I trammed it, that's been holding really good, and I guess we'll figure it out. All right, so this is the holder I was using to hold the probe, and at the distance of about the probe tip, it's actually down a little further, is my 3+ thousandths that would give me the error I'm seeing. So I don't know if it's the holder or the collet in the spindle, so I'm gonna try a couple more experiments. So, alright, so this is I stuck a piece of 3/4 inch stock in the spindle just to see if the spindle is off by a large amount, and it doesn't seem to be. I mean, I'm seeing maybe 1/4 thousandths. I turn it, which is about what I get right at this point at the top of the spindle, and this is, I don't know, 4 inches down. So I think that collet, or that holder that I had the probe in is off. So I might just make one or buy another one. I don't know. I